I just want to congratulate Oregon State. They came out and played a great game. Congratulate them on advancing to the next round. I thought we, started the game pretty strong, and then that second quarter they just started to get it to Beers, and she's just such a great player, and we struggled to stop her a little bit there, and they just kind of cranked it up defensively a little bit as well. But I'm super proud of our team. This team has cemented themselves as the best team in Eastern Washington women's basketball history, and we just love every one of them, and that's what I told them when we went in there, and I'm just super proud of this entire season and this game as well.
Dan Thompson with the Spokesman Review. Jamie, I'm just curious, can you talk a bit about that first quarter? Because it seemed like that was what you needed to do to be able to win this game, is play 4 quarters of that.
Yeah, for sure. I think we came down, we got some stops, we got some rebounds, and we just really pushed the ball to get our offense going. And, yeah, like Coach said, we started off really strong. And, Oregon State's a tough team, so just being able to trust who we are and trust our abilities for 4 quarters. I think that was the challenge for today. But yeah, they came out. They were more aggressive coming into the second quarter, and our response wasn't what we wanted. But just definitely proud for just fighting the rest of the game.
Guy Tannenbaum, KHQ in Spokane. For both the players, I know it's fresh, but are you guys able to look back and reflect on the season and how big of an accomplishment this is, and how great of a season, truly historic season it was for Eastern women's basketball?
Yeah, it's always tough right after you lose a game, but looking back on how much we've accomplished this season, and honestly just what a great group of girls we have, it's just amazing to see that and see how far we've come and how much we've done together as a team. And honestly, this is probably the best team I've ever been on throughout my whole experience through basketball. I love these girls, and I couldn't ask for a better team.
Yeah, to echo Jay, just super proud of our team and what we've accomplished, breaking records and making history. That wasn't really on our goals this season, but it just happened, and I think it's just something to highlight and be really proud of. Just as an older player, I'm just proud of the growth that I've seen from my teammates, and just being a part of that and helping them, supporting them any way I can. It's just been really an amazing experience, and yeah, even just Jay right here, she's grown a lot since I've been here the past couple of years, and just super proud of her and what she's been through and what she's battled through. So yeah, it's been a great season, and definitely proud to be an Eag.
Nick Dashel from the Oregonian. Jamie, Oregon State had 8 turnovers in the first quarter. What did you think specifically you guys were doing to disrupt their offense?
Yeah, I mean, ball pressure was definitely key because they wanted to pound it inside to their bigs, and so applying that ball pressure was kind of what frazzled them a little bit. And we feed off of our defense; it turns into offense for us as well. So I think our ball pressure, and then just mixing it up on the ball screens and on our post defense as well.
David Graff, KNDU TV. Anybody up there, what do you guys hope that people remember most from this season of Eastern women's basketball?
Honestly, like I said before, I know it's a little repetitive, but like our community knows how great of a team we are and how close we are and how much we just genuinely care for the game and we care for each other. So outside of everything, all the records be and everything that'll be put up on a banner, like this is a team that I feel like that we won't forget, and nobody will forget, that's been in the community of Eastern while we've been playing.
I mean, I would highlight our culture. I think one of our goals this season was to have the best culture in the country, and to be able to show up every day and be for each other. I mean, that's the best culture right there, and I think we showed that, and I think our community and Eastern Washington knows that Eagles women's basketball, they come to fight and they love each other.
This one's for Jay. You're a junior. How can you and the other younger players on this team use this as a catalyst for next season, season after that, et cetera?
Yeah, we always look at our past seasons and see what we can work on, and I feel like we can look at this season, and there's a lot of good things that we've done, but there's also always room for improvement and always room for growth. But also summer is super fun to be able to work out on your own, to be able to lift weights, to be able to be on your own schedule, but still working hard together. It's pretty much like playing high school again, and I think that's where we'll definitely come together and we'll be a stronger team together next year.
Dan Thompson again with the spokesman. Jamie, just walking off the court for the last time there in this game, what was that like for you to give hugs down the line?
Dang it. Just like what a journey it's been. I mean, just when you pour your heart into a program and just receiving the love back, it's pretty incredible. So just super proud of what this team has done, and just got a lot of love for these girls.
Are there any other questions for the players?
Dan.
No. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank
you
you.
guys are good to go to the locker room. Thank you. Okay, now we can open it up to questions for Coach Gleason.
Coach Gleason, David Graff, KNDU TV. Jamie was really cooking in the first quarter. What's going through your mind as her head coach watching that all unfold?
I was just super proud. A lot of times Jamie defers to other people. Especially to start games, she looks to run the offense and is a great distributor. So I was just super proud of her. I think that she kind of recognizes that she needs to score for us as well, and so we were super proud of the way that she was cooking, and our team as a whole, we played really well that first quarter, and but just Jamie was doing Jamie things.
Coach Tannenbaum, KHQ TV. Right around a minute and a half, you took the starters out, you took Jamie out, and you got in a lot of your younger players. We were talking a lot about how you've retained so many of your players from year to year to year since you've been there. How big of a milepost is that for you in the growth of this program?
Yeah, we just wanted to get those guys a chance to play in the NCAA tournament. It's really, really hard to get here. I think that people outside the business don't realize how hard it is. And so it just, felt like those guys needed that opportunity. And so we made sure that, we got them in. And, they're very capable. We have a lot of kids on our team that deserve minutes, but we just had better players in front of them, to be honest. And so they, didn't get in as much as maybe they would like, but they compete every day in practice. And so we just wanted to give them that opportunity.
Dan Thompson again with the spokesman. Looking back at earlier in the year when you played Gonzaga and you lost by 2 to them, in some sense, was that kind of the formula to play like that again?
Yeah, we kind of went back to our Gonzaga game, our game at Cal. Those were, our 2 preseason games where, probably the toughest competition in the preseason. And you have to play your best. You don't have to be perfect, but we needed to really apply defensive pressure. We needed to force turnovers. We know that really helps us get out and score. And so that was we did look at those 2 games as catalysts for sure.
And then Coach Rip talked about how when he watched you on film, it was clear you could win one-on-one battles with your players. And I'm just curious, how well were you able to do that tonight to get those shots and get one-on-ones?
Yeah, it's a little tougher, obviously, with Oregon State. They had length at every position on us, and so those shots are just a little less open. You are a little more rushed, but I think our players still do a nice job of creating and getting pretty good looks. Aaliyah and Jamie in particular were able to get a lot of those looks that they normally do. So it's just a little different. It's just bigger, stronger, faster playing against these guys. So you just have less time.
You just mentioned it, getting the younger players experience. Going into this game today, only one of your players on your roster had experience in the NCAA tournament. That's Jamie.
Yeah.
She's leaving the program. We're talking about growth of this program. How transformational of a moment could this be for your program next year and beyond?
Yeah, it's huge. The only way to get experience is to get experience. And so, we have a lot of players that, started as freshmen and then are now juniors, and those guys have been here for 3 years and just, getting them into the game. A lot of sophomores that maybe didn't get as much time throughout the year, like I said, because of the depth of our starting group and, the quality of our starting group, but, just trying to give them their time.
And then going forward, how do you, build on this, and what kind of a message does this send to the rest of Eastern Washington, the rest of the country, about the fact that you guys are the real deal?
As coaches, we're always working extremely hard to, fill the shoes on the recruiting trail, and we have some seniors in that starting lineup, 3 in particular that we need to replace, and then Gabby Young off the bench. So we're always working. We have a couple coming in already, and then so we have a couple forwards that we've already signed. But we're just always working hard to fill those shoes, and our bar is always high. We want to put out the best product that we can, and represent Eastern as best as we can.
Any more questions for Coach? Good. Thank you so much, Coach.
All right, thank you. Go Eagles.
Okay.